Well, ever since I was a youngster, I always was really blown away by the music and just singing along with the records all the time and going to the movies and seeing the music performed impressed me at a very young age. When I got to be in high school, we were in a band, and just as a whim, more or less, they did an Elvis song one day. Since I knew the music, I did the singing, and it felt good and it worked, so it just kept on going ever since then.
Now, I understand that you were out in Washington, D.C., and you were one of 3 impersonators asked to be on the CBS program, Night Watch.
Right. They had read an article that appeared in the Tribune, which talked a little bit about the show that we did, and got a call from them asking us to come out and be on the show, CBS News Night Watch, with a fellow named Charlie Rose, who's the interviewer on that kind of a late-night show. So they flew us out there, and we had a real nice time.
Why do you think Elvis's music is so popular now?
I think it is just that. It's the music. Elvis's legendary image combined with the incredible energy that that music had really still turns people on today. I mean, a lot of times we're doing outside shows, and there'll be a lot of youngsters at the shows, and they'll know all the words and they'll be singing them right along with us. So they get into it. The wide age group is very important. We have grandmothers at the show, and we have youngsters that just tag along with the parents and everybody in between, because it does appeal to a lot of different people, because the music covered a wide range of musical areas. You can do some 50s rockabilly or some rhythm and blues or some Broadway-type production shows, tunes that he did in Las Vegas, and then even switch over and do some gospel music. So he covered a wide area, so it is no wonder that a lot of people still like the music.
What makes your show different than, say, the other impersonators that are all over the nation?
What sets us apart is probably that we don't take the Elvis image so seriously as other performers. Sometimes it goes to their head, and they forget that the audience reaction is basically for what Elvis did and their kind of reenactment of what that was. Not for them in particular, but it's kind of hard to get that through to them. They kind of get a little bit bigger than life themselves, and I think it takes away.
I understand you also do a lot of benefits, which is interesting to me because of the way that Elvis died. You say that you're working with the Just Say No to Drugs program.
Recently we did a benefit show for the Just Say No to Drugs program, and people might say, how can you associate yourself with a drug abuse program when Elvis fans don't want to hear the word Elvis and drugs mentioned in the same breath? We think Elvis was honest. We think Elvis was a great showman. We think he made a mistake. And although many Elvis fans would like to bury their head in the sand and say that it didn't happen that way, the simple fact is Elvis died from drugs. They were prescription drugs, they were legal, but they were deadly. And it's unfortunate, it's sad, but it happened. And ignoring the fact that it happened takes away from the honesty that I think Elvis exhibited to everybody that knew him.